Hi, it's Dwyer. It's the day before Thanksgiving. It's November 27th, 2024. Let's talk National Football League with an understanding that you have a lot of teams playing on shortened schedules with a lot of travel problems this week, right? That's par for the course when it comes to Thanksgiving football. So just understand there are going to be some wrinkles here. You also have the school of thought that the home teams have a bigger advantage this week than they do other weeks of the year, right? Just remember, the opinion you should follow should be your own. Just consider this video to be a second opinion from a complete stranger online. Had a losing week last week, 1-3. Let's try to get back at it. I like the Chicago Bears on the road getting 10.5 points against divisional rival Detroit, right? I like the Bears plus 10.5. I like at home the Green Bay Packers laying 3 points against the Miami Dolphins. That's the line I got. I understand that line is volatile. You want to make sure you look at the line before making the bet. But I got Green Bay laying 3 earlier in the week. I don't know how KC's doing it. I'll concede. I'll openly concede. Pat Mahomes is now an MVP candidate, right? Just understand the record is what it is. They got a breather with the Chargers recently losing. But I think Las Vegas, even with quarterback uncertainty, on the road at KC is the play here. I like Vegas getting 12.5 points against the Kansas City Chiefs. KC's just not the kind of team that puts their throat on your neck, right? They have a great record. They've been less than convincing to me this year. Next, I like the Chargers. So much so that earlier in the week I actually laid 1.5. Chargers on the road against Atlanta, a team that Pro Football Focus loves. But I have the Chargers coming off a loss, laying 1.5 points. By the way, that loss was an emotional game, as you can imagine, because they lost to their head coach's brother. Just food for thought. I like the Chargers on the road laying 1.5 points. Yes, they're going to have to travel east. I still like the Chargers in that game. I think that's a team, by the way, to watch in the playoffs. I like the Indianapolis Colts. Someone has to. They're laying 2.5 points again on the road against New England, right? I'll give New England credit. Their rookie quarterback looks good, but I just think the game means more to the Colts. The Colts do have a pretty vibrant rushing attack. I like the Colts laying 2.5. This last one will turn some heads, but something's going on here. DeMeco Ryans used to be the defensive coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers. Understand, Buffalo, a team with a big lead in the AFC East, played the Houston Texans, a team that's had a so-so year, earlier this year. And Josh Allen had one of his worst games. DeMeco Ryans, who I assume values Kyle Shanahan's friendship, DeMeco Ryans seemed to have a package together that frustrated Buffalo. So now we have the Niners, and I know the Niners, they look like they might miss the playoffs. I understand. World's turning on them. John Middlecoff, Colin Cowherd online, they're down on the Niners, right? But yet, Brock Purdy with a sore shoulder, we're told, is playing in this game. But yet, Nick Bosa, who missed last week, he's playing in this game. What's going on here? Are the Niners giving up on the year? Or are they going to try to make a statement against a team that DeMeco Ryans' defense earlier this season made a statement against? Right? I believe Josh Allen's a great quarterback. But like Jared Goff, there seems to be a way to play him. Right? The Niners can't play games here. They need every win they can get at this point in the season. I like the Niners getting 7 points. That's the line I got. On the road against the Buffalo Bills. I think the Niners are proud. I think too many good Niners are playing in this game. I think the San Francisco press was brutal on the Niners after that Green Bay game, right? The feeling out here is that Josh Jacobs ran over them. Understand, too, Bay Area, Jacobs used to be the Raider running back, right? So the Niners all week are hearing about how they didn't look good. They didn't give their backup quarterback who played last week an opportunity, right? Many people here thought the Niners should have lost to Green Bay in the playoffs last year. So the Niners are getting ripped at home. Guys are suiting up, right? Christian McCaffrey's in this game. I don't think the Niners are mailing in the season. I think this is a proud team. They're the defending NFC champions, folks. I think this is a proud team that has a point to prove, right? 7 points is too much. That's how I see it. Let me hear from you. Again, the bets I like: Chicago plus 10.5 on the road against Detroit. I like Green Bay at home. They're laying 3 points against the Miami Dolphins. I like the Raiders getting 12.5 on the road against the defending champion Kansas City Chiefs. I like the Chargers coming off a loss, laying 1.5 on the road against the Atlanta Falcons. I like Indy laying 2.5 on the road against New England. And I like San Francisco getting 7 on the road against the Buffalo Bills. Those are the plays I like. Let me hear from you. I hope you leave your comments in the comment section of this YouTube video. Thanks for stopping by.